Hello friends, and welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. Quite excited to bring you this week's TarotScopes because of the decks that I've chosen to work with. We have on the table here in front of us two absolutely amazing decks. I am a little bit biased, I will give you that much, but I really do believe that they are amazing. The oracle I've chosen to work with this week, just want to show you the box, is by David Wells, and it is the Tree of Life Oracle. So this deck is based on the Kabbalah Tree of Life. You can see the image of it over there. And let me tell you, the messages that come through, you don't have to understand the Kabbalah, you don't have to agree with the Kabbalah, you don't have to have any of that insight, but let me tell you, the messages that come from this deck are just mind-blowingly beautiful. So I am going to draw us a single card from this deck, and I am going to read to you from the guidebook because it is just so beautiful. So that is the deck that's going to give us the theme for the week ahead. And then the tarot deck that I've chosen to work with is my creation. This is the tarot deck that I'm busy making at the moment. This is the first draft of it that I've received, the first prototype. So I'm working with it just to see what needs changing, what needs updating, what needs to be adjusted. And my tarot deck is also based on the Kabbalah Tree of Life. It's got strong influence. We've got the Tree of Life symbol on the back of the cards. It's got the chakra associations. It's got astrology. It's got tarot. It's got oracle. It's got all of it. I'm calling this the Oracle of Tarot. So I have used it quite a bit on my channel because, like I said, I need to use it to see how it works, to see what needs tweaking and adjusting. But this is the first prototype. When it is finally finished, there will be some adjustments to it. So we've got the Tree of Life Oracle, and we have the Oracle of Tarot that we're going to be working with today. So how do TarotScopes work? Well, it's an individual reading for each sign of the Zodiac, giving you guidance for the week ahead. And you can see the dates that I've got over there. That is the week in question. So if you know your sun sign, if you know your basic zodiac sign, that's the reading that you watch. If you do know your rising sign, if you are an astrology person and you have that information about yourself, do watch your rising sign as well. And the whole idea behind these is, like I said, is not to do predictions, but to give you guidance around the energy for the week ahead as to what you can expect. What is the best way to handle things that come up for you, and where your strengths and weaknesses lie in the week ahead. So I have, before started recording, shuffled the cards, set intentions, done all of that, and basically now I'm going to go through and start recording 12 individual readings. You can navigate to your specific reading using the timestamps below. If you don't have timestamps, or you don't understand what that means, open up the description of this particular video. So somewhere down below there, you're going to see it'll either have the word more, or it'll say show more, or something like that. But just open that up, whether you're on a tablet, a phone, a computer, and there you will see I have each of the zodiacs listed with their timestamps. Click on the timestamp and it'll take you straight to that portion of the video. Technology is amazing. Let's just use it to our advantage. I love doing these TarotScopes for you. TarotScopes are recorded on the Saturday before they are released. TarotScopes are released at 8 a.m. generally, give or take, depending on how quickly I get there, on a Sunday morning. And TarotScopes are always released early to my members, my channel members, so they get early access to these. So they get these on Saturday already. They're recorded Saturday morning, so my members get them hot off the press, so to speak. And yeah, so come back every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. South African time, to access your TarotScopes. And I look forward to doing the reading for you and seeing what the week has in store for you. Please, if you enjoy this video, if you enjoy your reading, give this video please a thumbs up. A comment from you below would be amazing. Doing those tiny little things really do help the channel to stay alive and to be seen and to be acknowledged, and that's a good way for you to give back to me. If you also want to, there is an option down below to give a donation. If you feel so inclined, I do have some people who give regularly. I am so grateful. Thank you. But let's stop with all the wabble and let's get straight into your TarotScopes, starting with Aries, moving all the way through to Pisces. Right, Aries, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So we're going to start with the Oracle as always to set the tone for the week ahead. So let's see, Aries, what is the theme of your week ahead. What does the week ahead look like? If I can pick up the cards, gosh, if I can pick up the cards, let's see, what does the week ahead have in store for you, Aries? Right, so taking one card, as I said to you, this is the Tree of Life Oracle, and this is going to give you the theme for the week ahead. And your theme is the 22nd path on the Tree of Life, which is justice or adjustment. Keywords are karmic adjustment, balance, and objectivity. So I'm going to leave it there for a second. I am going to read to you from the guidebook because the messages in this particular book are just phenomenal. So Aries, the message for you is: you are creating situations that are giving you the chance to balance what is out of kilter in your life, and to do it with an honest appraisal of your part in any situation, especially one that holds he said, she said, they said vibration. To err is to human, and you're in human form now, so you're going to err. The skill is in unerring. Who even knew unerring was a word? True story. With this card, you may be seeing what until now has been difficult to notice. What needs to be removed could be very clear. The actions and words of friends may feel manipulative. The Justice card points towards the consequences of your actions, regardless of who or what is piling stones onto the opposite side of the scales. Ultimately, you are responsible. So a feather-like touch may be all that you need to move something your way. Consider your options and adjust accordingly. Wow, Aries. That is quite the thing. I'm going to shuffle the tarot while we chat about it. So yes, it's about the justice. It's about understanding the wrongs that you've made, not the wrongs that others have made, okay? It's about understanding the wrongs that you've made and doing things to bring it back into balance, doing things to right the wrongs that have been done in the past. Right, tarot, I'm happy with that shuffle. Let's cut the deck. So card number one here, we have got trust, of course we have. And oh, and look at that, another green one, we have disruption. So you know what, Aries, I'm loving this. So we're just taking the two cards from the tarot. And first of all, let's talk about the green, because I am seeing green here as well. So green is heart chakra. Green is heart space. Okay, and this is where our truth lies, isn't it? And it's interesting how the green here is also heart-centered. Why? Because this deck, my deck, was created based on the Kabbalah Tree of Life, so there is going to be correlation between it. We've got the two greens that have coming through, or should I say the three greens, which is telling you this is all about the feelings. It's the feelings of justice, it's the feelings of injustice, it's the feelings of karmic adjustments, balance, and objectivity. So it's not about the physical tangible, it's about the emotional aspect of it. Here we have a major arcana card. It is card 8, and card 8 is the card of strength. So strength is the card that says to you, you know, that you sometimes we have to trust that everything's going to be okay. Sometimes we have to trust that our actions are not going to cause us harm, not going to cause us disappointment, not going to cause us any kind of tragedy. Sometimes we have to accept that, trust our actions, our behaviors, and that everything is going to work out exactly as it needs to. Disruption here, we've got the Five of Wands. Now, if you know your tarot and you know the Five of Wands, you will know that Five of Wands is the card of chaos. It's the card of everybody fighting everybody trying to win, everybody trying to get to the top first. But disruption is the card that says everybody's fighting for the sake of fighting. Like nobody actually understands why. Okay, and I think this is sometimes us humans, and it's interesting that the text for this card was talking about to human is to err, and we are human right now, so therefore we will make mistakes, we will err. So disruption is saying to you, Aries, that this week be very cautious on how quickly you tend to react and respond to things that have happened, because maybe we're getting involved and getting caught up in the emotional chaos unnecessarily. Trust is saying to you that you're going to have to dig deep within your soul. I giggle because, I mean, Aries, come on, we can't do things like that. We need to dig deep within our soul to find our strength, to trust in ourselves, to trust that we don't have to do anything. So we have got justice, adjustment. We need to adjust ourselves. We need to dig deep within ourselves to trust ourselves so that we don't add to the disruption and the chaos that's going on around us. Gosh, Aries, that's quite a message. So basically, I'm going to say to you to finish it off for you, Aries. This is a week of less is more, of understanding that you don't have to make other people change. You don't have to wait for other people to adjust or for justice to come to others. It's about you. It's about looking within and finding within yourself, what are you doing that maybe you shouldn't be doing, or that you're doing too much, or whatever. And we don't want to add to the disruption. We don't want to add to the chaos. So we need to separate. Our feelings are going to be all over the place. We've got this heart chakra happening all over. So our feelings and our emotions are going to be all over the place. And we're going to have to do whatever we can to bring them back to balance. Aries, much love and many blessings from our heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Taurus, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So Taurus, we're starting off shuffling the Tree of Life Oracle, just to see what is the theme ahead for all Taurus energy. So let's pick up the cards if I can. Gosh, I struggle with this deck so much. Right, I'm doing just the one shuffle. Let's cut the deck all the way at the back there and grab a card. So Taurus, let's have a look. What is your theme for the week ahead? And your theme is Path 20, which is the card of the Hermit, with guidance, with keywords of spiritual guidance, commitment, and a way shower. Oh, I love that. Look how beautiful that art is. All right, so Taurus, I'm going to leave the card in the middle there. I'm going to read to you from the guidebook because this guidebook is just fabulous. 20th path. So 20th path would be on the Tree of Life. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about that too much because that's not what this is about. I'm just going to give you the guidance from the card. So Taurus, it says to you, open yourself up to higher teachings, to those who have gone before, be they earthly or not. You're moving into a new way of being on your spiritual journey, and you may become a way shower. I don't know if it's shower or shower, for those who seek, for others who seek a mentor to help. This time of awakening could have come after a period of review. On a soul level, you are no longer where you want to be. You're ready to reach for more. So there's a removal of ego now that could be assisting a shift in your desire to light the way ahead. And this could also bring the desire to tread a different path for yourself. A teaching opportunity may come your way, or studying for a role as a practitioner. So the strong and silent archetype is visible around you. It could be you or this sort of person moving into your life, be it for spiritual growth or for romance. Your dependability is sought, and roles and offers come because you can get the job done using method and balance. Oh, that is so interesting. All right, let's move this out of the way ever so slightly, and let's shuffle the Oracle of Tarot and see what it wants to add to this path of Hermit. I love the fact that it's a teaching moment. That's what I take from that for you, Taurus. The fact that it is a teaching moment, the fact that either you are going to be the mentor, the teacher, or a mentor teacher is coming into your life. But the other thing that comes quite clearly is the fact that you are not the same person you used to be, that you are ready for the next level up in your life. So we have triumph. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have apprehension. Yeah, I get that, Taurus. I get that. Okay, so I'm loving the bright, bold colors that we have going for you here. So, and it's quite interesting how our colors are opposite. We've got yellow and red, but then their elements are red and yellow. So it's interesting how we've got that complete swap over. Yellow is our solar plexus chakra. Red is our our root base chakra. Okay. Let's talk about triumph. So we've got the message of the 20th path of the Hermit, spiritual guidance, commitment, and a way shower. I said shower earlier, I'm going shower. All right, it's definitely a way shower where you are showing others the way through your own steps. Triumph is success. Triumph is victory. Triumph is overcoming challenges, obstacles, and anything that hinders you and succeeding. It doesn't mean number one. Triumph doesn't mean that you have come in first. It doesn't mean that you are the number one. But what it means is you plus whoever else have achieved and succeeded and accomplished things that maybe were really, really challenging. Considering that you are the way shower, considering that you are the person that's going to either be the teacher mentor, or a teacher mentor is going to come through to you to assist you in triumphing. We have got the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is known as the card of victory. Six of Wands is the card of we've done it, we've accomplished it, we've returned, and everybody, like the day that I'm recording this video, here in Durban, we have got our national rugby team that are touring so that everybody can celebrate their triumph, celebrate their victory, celebrate their success. And that's exactly what this is. So you're going to find, Taurus, even though there is this path of solitude, this path of introspection, but it's also about understanding the victory and the success. Let's talk about the apprehension now, because apprehension and triumph are in a bit of conflict with each other, because we've got the solar plexus, we've got the root chakra. You know, they're disconnected from each other, but the one can't operate without the other. Apprehension is the card of feeling, I suppose, apprehensive, feeling nervous, feeling anxious, feeling concerned that maybe things are not going to work the way we need or want them to. It is the tarot card association of the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is that card of overwhelm. It's that card of I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can continue. I don't know if I have it in me. So this is you doubting yourself this week, Taurus. This is you feeling very overwhelmed, like you want to succeed. Succeeding is important. Succeeding is relevant. Succeeding is necessary. But I don't know if I can. And especially when you are the way shower, especially when you are the one leading the way, there is immediately this feeling of dread, this feeling of apprehension of like, it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. I don't know if I can. So Taurus, I am going to say to you, the fact that apprehension is coming as a root chakra card is Spirit saying to you, just keep it simple. All right? When you find yourself feeling apprehensive, nervous, anxious, concerned, whatever it may be, just at that minute, take a breath, stop, do something human, do something tangible, eat something, drink something, do something, okay? And just breathe, calm yourself, and then take one step. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Triumph is happening. You will succeed. You are going to overcome any challenges and obstacles this week, but you have to do it systematically, logically, one step at a time, and either be the teacher to somebody else while you're going through this experience, or let somebody else guide you, let somebody else hold your hand and lead you forward in the way that you need to go. But don't let your apprehension prevent you from triumphing. Okay, because yes, it is going to be overwhelming. Yes, there is going to be this fear and this dread and this nervousness, but there is also guaranteed success this week for you. But it is a week of spiritual guidance, a week of commitment, and that's it. You know, you only triumph, you only succeed if you commit. And a way shower of taking you and getting you away from the apprehension and moving you up towards triumph. Interesting week for you, Taurus. I do think you're going to be fabulously, wonderfully amazing. Wishing you lots of love and blessings from our heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Taurus. Hello and welcome, Gemini. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So Gemini, we're starting off with the Tree of Life Oracle. Let's give it a shuffle and see what is the general theme for Geminis for this week. I can't pick up this last card. Every single time it causes me a challenge. All right, Gemini, what is the theme for your week ahead? What is in store for you this week? Right, get those cards out of the way. So the theme for your week ahead is you have got the Pillar of Mercy. So this is the Tree of Life, okay? So if you're familiar with the Kabbalah, or if you've ever seen or heard of it, if you are Jewish, you will recognize it. And it is this entire pillar here. So it is representing these Sephiroth. And the Pillar of Mercy is all about grace, peace, and love. So I'm going to leave it there for a second, and I'm going to read to you from the guidebook to see what it has to say for you. Just give me a second. So Pillar of Mercy, Gemini, it says to you, rewards for your hard work, excuse me, whatever that's been, are coming more evident now, and opportunities born from your efforts will bear fruit. These are likely to have come through the application of trust mixed with a fair old dose of inspiration and faith in the process that you've been going through. Generous people are smoothing the way now both those who have belief in your ability to deliver and those who just want to help you achieve a goal. But doing things your way is still the golden rule. So abundance is flowing, be that spiritual, emotional, or earthly, and the feelings attached to that are evident and should be encouraged. There could be an adventure ahead, a holiday or a change in your life that takes you into the unknown, but it's an exciting thought. You could be encouraging somebody else to go for it and sheltering them behind your shield. So, pillar of mercy, grace, peace, and love. Oh, I like that. All right. Let's shuffle the tarot, Gemini, and see what it wants to add to this pillar of mercy that is going to be your theme for the week ahead. Pillar of mercy, the pillar of grace, the pillar of peace, the pillar of love, the pillar of understanding even, but it's understanding that if we don't have mercy, if we don't have kindness and show kindness to others, how can we ever grow ourselves? So our first card we have is replenish. I like it. And the second card we have is triumph. And triumph making its second appearance this week. What's on the table there? Okay. So let's have a look at this, Gemini. This looks amazing. This looks fabulous. Replenish. What does replenish mean? It means to give back. It means to put back. It means to fill up again. Okay? And if we've got the pillar of mercy showing that you have given, you have been that support system, you have given grace, you have given peace, you have given love. But now this week it's about replenishing your own space. Tarot card association we have here is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, he loves from a big place, and he gives equally, evenly, generously to everybody. But he always makes sure that he's not giving until the cup is empty. He's not giving until there is nothing left. There is a limit to what he gives and how much he gives, because he's also overseeing the big picture. We have triumph, which is success. Triumph, success, opportunity, gain, all of those kind of things. But triumph is also the word that talks about the victory being in past tense. Because when we talk about triumph, we talk that we've already triumphed. We're not going to triumph, okay? We have already. So you've already done so much, which is why this is a week of Percy. Look at me, I'm combining pillar and mercy. This is a week of mercy for you. This is a week of recognizing what you've been through, recognizing what you've done, recognizing all that you've already accomplished and achieved. And it's about recognizing that now is the time to replenish. Now is the time to give back. Now is the time to replenish your own reserves, replenish who you are. But it's also understanding that you have succeeded. Even if you're maybe still battling with things, even if there's still struggle, even if there's still conflict, even if there's still hardship, it's about understanding that you have completed, you have come through, you're in a different space now, in a better space, and you have succeeded at something. Now it's the time to replenish. Just to go back to the pillar of mercy for a brief second, just the first paragraph, because I feel like I need to bring it back into what we're saying here. It's saying to you, rewards for your hard work, whatever that has been. So there's the hard work, whatever that has been, are becoming more evident now, and opportunities born from your efforts will bear fruit. That is the replenishing, bearing fruit, replenishing. These are likely to have come through the application of trust, mixed with a fair old dose of inspiration and faith in the process that you've been going through. So again, confirmation for you that you have been through a lot, but you are through it. You're not still in it. It's out. Now it's a case of replenishing because you have succeeded. But this is the week of recognizing it, acknowledging it, and I am going to say to you, being grateful for it. No matter how hard it's been, no matter how difficult it's been, let's still practice gratitude, which is grace, for what we have succeeded, so that we can fill our buckets, so that we can tackle the next challenge next week. Gemini, I love this message for you. I really do think it's wonderful. I think it's powerful. I think it's deep. And I hope you do too. You have got your shield though, all right? So hold on to your shield and know that while you replenish, you are safe, you are secure, and it's safe to do though. It's safe to replenish your own energies so that you can be more victorious in the future as well. Lots of love and blessings from my heart to yours, and until we connect again, take care, Gemini. Cancerians, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So we are giving the Tree of Life Oracle a shuffle. We are looking for inspiration as to what your theme for the week ahead is going to be. Right, so Cancerians, let's cut the deck and let's grab a card from the top. So, Cancerians, your theme for the week ahead from the Tree of Life Oracle is Path 27, which is the Tarot Association of the Tower. And it is courage, faith, and fighting spirit. Courage, faith, and fighting spirit. I love that. You know, I have a lot to say, but let me let me not get carried away. I want to read to you from the guidebook to get you know, the inspiration from the Tree of Life Oracle. So let's have a look. Path 27, which is the Tower, which has got courage, faith, and fighting spirit. The message for you, Cancerians, is a lightning strike isn't something you'd take lightly, and this card suggests that you're going through a challenge that's akin to a strike. You must assess the damage as well as what's being removed. Could it be doing you a favor? The old is being taken down. Knowing how to build back stronger is important. It could be that outside forces, that's the dragon here, are responsible for shaking things up. Identifying who or why is probably not difficult. How to react is your choice. Courage will most definitely be required, but fighting spirit isn't all about force. Your emotional self and your conscious mind are in cahoots. So find the balance and you will find the true power of this moment. As old structures go, new structures are built. So I love that. That is such a beautiful, beautiful interpretation of the tower representation. So on the Tree of Life, this is path 27. And when you're on this 27, it is about having the faith and the courage and the fighting spirit to overcome any and all adversities. Let's draw some tarot and see what message comes from that for you, Cancerians. Right, just giving the cards a shuffle, because I do think, you know, we always panic when we see the tarot, when we see the Tower card in tarot. We always panic because the Tower card is about destruction. It is about the collapse. It is about the breakdown. But we always focus on the negative, don't we? I mean, that's just human nature. Instead of focusing on the rebuild, on what the Tower brings, it brings opportunity to rebuild, to have the courage and the faith and the fighting spirit to continue. Let's add from the tarot. So card number 1 we have for you is Pursuit, bright, beautiful yellow, and we also have Surrender. Oh my gosh, like, you know what, I say this often, but I can't make this stuff up. I truly, truly can't make this stuff up. All right, so what are we looking at? First of all, I want to just talk about the colors for a brief second, because all of these colors are here. Okay, we have bright yellow. Yellow is your solar plexus chakra. Here we have sacral going into heart. All right, so sacral is below your belly button, and heart is obviously in your heart space. This yellow fits in here in the middle, ever so slightly. But what we're connecting here is we're connecting our drive, our identity, our purpose with our heart space. And in order to do that, there is that surrender. And our solar plexus is our ego. Solar plexus is our power. Solar plexus is our pursuit of achieving, doing, succeeding, accomplishing everything. But you can't always pursue if you don't surrender. And sometimes surrendering is the best way to pursue that which you are after. So to me, even though these are completely opposite, just as the tower, something has to break, something has to collapse, something has to end in order to give birth to something else. I'm going to open up the guidebook again because there's just a sentence I want to repeat back to you. It's the last sentence, okay? It says your emotional self, right? And that's the emotional self. Your emotional self and your conscious mind are in cahoots. So find the balance and you will find the true power of this moment. As old structures go, new structures are built. Surrender to letting go of the old structures so that you can pursue the building of new ones. If you want to change who you are as a person, if you want to change your job, if you want to change your career, if you want to change anything about yourself, like let's say, for example, you want to transform your body. So you were overweight and unfit. You want to transform your body. You had to surrender the person that you used to be, the exercise or lack thereof, the diet or lack thereof, the mindset or lack thereof. You had to surrender that, and you had to pursue and consciously, actively, continuously work on becoming a better version of yourself in order to succeed. So that's exactly what's going on here. So Cancerians, for you for this week, it's really, really powerful. We are going through a phase of metamorphosis change. You are pursuing a version of yourself that is different to the person you used to be. And you need to surrender that person. You need to let go of that person, of that situation. You need to let them go in order to make space for the new. So whatever it is that you are pursuing this week, whatever this change is that's coming your way, I'm going to say to you, Cancerians, embrace it. Surrender to it, embrace it, and keep pursuing a better version of yourself, because that's what this week is going to be all about for you. Love, love, love. All right, Cancerians, much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Leo, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So Leo, we're going to shuffle the Tree of Life Oracle, looking for a single card that's going to give you your theme for the week ahead, the overall energy for the week ahead for all Leo energy. Let's cut the deck and let's grab a card off the top. So Leo, your theme for the week is, oh, we have Path 20, the Hermit, making its second appearance this week. Very interesting. So the key words that we have here are spiritual guidance, commitment, and a way shower. All right, not shower, shower. A way shower. And it is the tarot card of the Hermit. So I'm going to leave it there in the middle for now. And I am just going to read to you from the guidebook to give you, and I just opened it straight to that page, just to read to you what message the creator of this deck had in mind. So guidance says, open yourself up to higher teachings, to those who have gone before, be they earthly or not. You're moving into a new way of being on your spiritual journey and may become a way shower for others or seek a mentor to help you. This time of awakening could have come after a period of review. On the soul level, you are no longer where you want to be. You are ready to reach for more. So there is a removal of ego now that could be assisting a shift in your desire to light the way ahead. And this could also bring the desire to tread a different path for yourself. A teaching opportunity may come your way, or studying for a role as a practitioner. So the strong and silent archetype is visible around you. It could be you or the sort of person that is moving into your life, be it for spiritual growth or for romance. Your dependability is sought, and roles and offers come because you can get the job done using method and balance. I love that, Leo. And you know what, to me, it fits so nicely into Leo energy, because you guys are the leaders. You guys are the way showers. And, but sometimes even a way shower, sometimes even a leader needs a little bit of encouragement, needs a little bit of support. So this is the week where all of this is going to happen for you, where you are still going to be the leader. You're still going to be guiding, assisting, and being supportive to others. But you're also going to be open to receiving support for yourself. So spiritual guidance, commitment, and a way shower. All right, let's get these cards shuffled. Let's see what the tarot wants to add for you, Leo. So card number 1 we have is abandon. Oh wow, that is so powerful. That is so powerful. and card 2 is solitude. Solitude is the Hermit. It's the same card. So you've got the Hermit coming through twice, Leo. The Hermit coming through twice for you. That is very, very interesting. All right, but I want to talk about abandon, because abandon is surrounded by Hermit energy. Card 9 in Major Arcana is the Hermit. Look it up, you'll see. Hermit typically talks about solitude, introspection, about, you know, being on a spiritual path, understanding the commitment that you have to make for yourself, but knowing as well that you are a leader to others, because when people see you do something and succeed, it gives them the motivation and encouragement to do it for themselves. But like I said, I want to focus on this abandon card because it's smack bang in the middle here. Let's look at the colors. The color we have here is this orange. Your orange chakra is your sacral chakra, which sits just below your belly button. Okay, and this is the place where we keep our identity. This is the place where we keep our purpose, if I can put it that way. Okay, it is also the place where we turn things over, where we mull things over. It is the tarot card association of the Eight of Cups. We also have Saturn in Pisces. So Saturn is not always a pleasant planet. Saturn does bring challenge and restriction and that type of thing. And Pisces is all about the dreams. So it's like the crashing of the dreams, the abandonment of the dreams. Okay? It is about recognizing who you are versus who you used to be. And this is what needs to be abandoned for you, Leo. This is the week of letting go of the old you, recognizing the path that you're on, recognizing that you're doing this on your own. This is the path that you're walking by yourself. And it is about abandoning the old version of yourself and embracing the new version. Let's look at the colors that we have in the solitude card on the end here. We've got yellow going into green. From a chakra point of view, yellow is your solar plexus, which sits just above your navel, just above your belly button, and green is heart chakra, which is your heart space. So we're going from sacral to solar plexus to heart. There is this elevation that is taking place for you this week, Leo, but it's an elevation that you do on your own. It's an elevation that you do for yourself, okay? For yourself. Solitude here, we have Virgo, and we have Virgo in an earth element. Virgo is about doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons, for the right purpose. And earth is very grounded, very supportive, very structural, okay? So it's about not being airy-fairy about it. It's not about having your head in the clouds. It's about truth. It's about truth. I'm looking at your solar plexus. I'm looking at your heart chakras. But it is about spiritual guidance. It is about the commitment. And it is about still being the leader that you are. But this week, Leo, it's time to recognize what part of yourself do you need to abandon so that you can step up to the plate of who you truly are and move towards a better life for yourself, becoming a better version of yourself. But this is the week. This is the key word for you. This is the key for you, is this abandon, this letting go of. Okay, and it's not a tangible thing, it's not a physical thing, it's not an emotional thing, it's a part of you. So what part of you have you been carrying around that is no longer relevant, I should say, no longer relevant, that you need to let go of, that you need to abandon on your own, okay, on your own journey. This is about you, this is not about anybody else. So Leo, quite an interesting one for you. I know that you're going to just figure this out because we've got the Hermit times 2. You're going to figure this out. Sending you so much love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, take care, Leo. Virgo, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So Virgo, we're going to give the Tree of Life Oracle a shuffle, looking for a card to depict your theme for the week ahead. What is the, I never pick up that last card. What is the energy for the week ahead for you that you're going to be navigating and dealing with the most? Right, so here I have a card. Let's have a look. The theme for your week ahead, Virgo, is the spiritual triangle. And if you have a look, it is that. So this image that we have, just in case you don't know, is the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah Tree of Life. And your card that you've drawn is dealing with the spiritual triangle, which is dealing with those three Sephiroth. And it is keywords of divinity, creation, and manifestation. How beautiful is that? We've got Saturn, we've got Uranus, and we have got Neptune coming in there. So I'm going to leave that on the table there, and I want to read from the guidebook what this actually means. Not getting into the Kabbalah, not getting into all of those kind of things, because that's not what we want. The spiritual triangle. Right. So the guidebook says to you, Virgo, what energy are you manifesting right now? It is a simple question, but is there a simple answer? You may know what you want, but you are steady. But are you steady and consistent with the energy that you are bringing to it? This is the triangle of spirit, of your highest calling. And as you make way for the energy that comes from the fountainhead, through the spark of all life, brought into form through the womb of all time, you'd best be sure of it. This isn't a card to take lightly. It isn't a principle to play small with. You are being asked to consider the divinity within you, to walk in a place of power, to pray, to meditate, to have an altar practice, to do what feels right for you in making the connection between you and the divine stronger in your life. You could once have been blinded by the light and failed to see when something was for your higher good, but now a second chance is revealed, and new beginning has been brought about by some surprising shifts in your life. Embrace the divine within you as it holds you in this space. Oh wow, that is lovely. Oh, that is awesome. So Virgo, this is a big week for you. This is really a big week for you. I'm just going to read you that first paragraph because I think that sort of, sums it up quite nicely. What energy are you manifesting? It's a simple question, but is there a simple answer? You may know what it is you want, but are you steady and consistent with the energy that you're bringing to it? So let's put that card over there and let's shuffle our tarot and see what message the tarot wants to bring. So Virgo, we are having some epiphanies this week. We are having some understanding about our purpose of life. Why are we on earth? Why are we having these experiences? Why are we having the challenges, the truths, the situations that we are? What is the spiritual triangle? What are we manifesting? So what patterns are even on repeat in your life that we need to identify this week? Okay, so cards are shuffled. I have cut them. Card number 1 is opportunity, beautiful. And card number 2 is mystery. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. That is so funny. All right, that is so funny. So I say that because it's almost like these two are opposite. Because this opportunity is a known opportunity, okay? And this mystery obviously is not a known mystery. So I want to point out, okay, so the way that these cards are put together, opportunity is sitting right there, okay? Opportunity is sitting right there, which is why the color is the same, white and white. So opportunity is that point before anything has happened. Opportunity is something that is still coming. And from a tarot association, it is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is telling you that good fortune is coming. It's not here yet, it's coming. So opportunity is arriving for you this week. What the opportunity is a mystery. Mystery is tarot association of the moon, okay? Tarot association of the moon. I also want you to note that, this is Spirit saying to you, be ready, be prepared. There is good times coming. There is opportunity to take yourself to the next level. Spirit, because this is the spiritual triangle, Spirit are driving this. So this is not going to be an opportunity to win the lotto, okay? Because winning the lotto is very much a human kind of ego thing. This is not, we're not dealing with that at this stage, okay? Virgo, what we're dealing with here is understanding the point of life, the purpose of life, your life in particular. So this week there is going to be an opportunity presented to you, and based on what the guidebook said, it's an opportunity that's already come by once before, but maybe you didn't grab it, all right? Because maybe you didn't understand it, maybe you weren't ready for it, maybe you didn't recognize it, whatever the case is. But this is an opportunity that is going to be presented to you again, okay? It's going to be a mystery. And maybe that's why we don't always take it, because sometimes when something is a mystery, mysteries come with fear, mysteries come with uncertainty, mysteries come with insecurities and doubts. I look at the color that we have on the mystery card. We have got red at the bottom going to an orange at the top. Red is root chakra, which is your basic human things of love and fear and anxiety. And we have got our sacral chakra, which is just below the navel. So we're going from the first chakra to the second chakra. And this is where our identity is stored. This is where our truth resides, and it's a mystery. Sometimes what we're focusing on and who we actually are quite different. But remember, for you, Virgo, this week it's very much a spiritual thing. It's very much a higher realm. It's your connection to spirit. It's your understanding of the bigger schemes in life. So we're not talking about the tangible human ego stuff, we're talking elevated stuff. So there may be an opportunity for you to learn about yourself. There may be an opportunity for you to learn about life, the mysteries of life. It could be an opportunity to learn about something which has been a mystery to you. Maybe you've always questioned a certain thing. This week, Spirit in particular are going to be giving you an opportunity to gain understanding for yourself, but it's going to be a mystery as to what that is going to be. Virgo, I do hope that you'll come back and share with me, because this is like really, I'm excited. Like I want to know, I want to know what it is. I want to know what this manifestation is. But I am going to say to you, just to bring manifestation into it again quickly, Spirit is saying to you, be very careful of what you're thinking, okay? Because if your thoughts are, I will never succeed, I will never be happy, I will never be happy, I will never have money, I will never be anything, you know, you're going to miss the opportunity. So we need to make sure that what we're manifesting is actually the thing that will help us to grow as a human being. I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgo. Much love and many blessings. Until we connect again, take care. Libra, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So Libra, I am giving the Tree of Life Oracle a shuffle, looking for a single card that's going to outline the theme for the week ahead for you. What is the general theme energy for Libra for this week ahead? Let's have a look at the card that you have is this 32nd path, which is equated to the world or the universe, and it is independence, facing fears, as well as self-discipline. I love that, because aren't these three just so contrast, you know, so different, but yet they work so well together. I love it. I love the colors, the purples, the beautiful colors there. I am going to read to you quickly, Libra, from the guidebook, because, oh my gosh, this deck's messages are just so on point. So on point. So, Libra, the message for you is, I just need to move this one out of the view so that the camera can actually focus. There we go, on that. This is the gateway between the earthly world and the astral. Everything must pass through this door, whether it is being born or whether it is returning. Here you will begin to awaken to your higher self, but there will be no instant gratification in a situation that you find yourself in. It will most likely take some time for the answers and reasons to come to you. Still, the difficult questions should be asked. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Could have been written for you in this path, or did the path inform the idea? Like, which came first, the egg or the chicken? So when you name a fear, when you call it out, and you turn to look at it, it no longer has any power over you. And so it is with the energy of this moment, of this week for you. Self-discipline will bring results right now, as well as focus on what you want, a common sense approach to making it happen, and structured steps forward. If things are not where you want them to be, ask what you can do today to help bring them into line. Just one small shift, one little thing will take you to, oopsie, will take you to achieving world domination. That I added myself. All right, Libra. Wow, that is such a powerful message for you. Let's shuffle the tarot and see what message comes through. So I do think that this is the week of you sort of gaining perspective and recognizing the point that where you are, a point of independence, a point of truth, a point of honesty, but also a point of, I love that statement of you know, facing fears, because sometimes we are so afraid of something that it causes us to avoid it at all costs. When, if we were afraid of it and we actually looked it in the eye, we actually faced it head on, suddenly it's not as scary, not as daunting, not as frightening as we imagined it to be. Tarot card number 1 is release. Tarot card number 2 is devotion. Oh, wow. This is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. I am going to say to you, Libra, that looking at these two cards, tarot card associations, here we have is the Ten of Swords, and here we have is the Ace of Cups. So we've got the ending and we've got the beginning, which is what this card is all about. Remember, and just to read to you again from the guidebook, because I thought that was actually quite poignant. This is the gateway between the earthly world and the astral. Everything must pass through this door, whether it's being born or whether it is returning. You see, it's the end and it's the beginning. You need to release, which is the end, the releasing, the returning back. And the devotion is that new beginning, like I'm devoted to starting over, I'm devoted to the new beginning. And that's exactly what the card of the world is all about. This 32nd path on the Kabbalah tree of life is all about independence, about facing your fears and self-discipline. Because when you start over, if you don't have that self-discipline, you're not going to succeed. But you've got to release first. You've got to recognize the journey that you've been on. You've got to recognize how far you've come, what it is that you've achieved and accomplished, and then let it go in order to make way, space for new. And then you need to devote all your time, all your energy, and all your attention to being the best version of yourself that you can be. I love that. Absolutely love that. Devotion is, being Ace of Cups is about new emotion. It's about new energy. It's about new connections, new love, new feelings, new aspirations. But devotion is where you've decided, you've made that commitment, and then you stick to it no matter what. So Libra, this week, it's about identifying what part of yourself you need to let go of. What part of yourself are you ready to release? And what part of yourself are you ready to commit to in order to face your fears, to have that self-discipline, to achieve greatness? But you can't unless you release that which is no longer working for you. So Libra, this is going to be a week of contrast. It's going to be a week of letting go and a week of making commitments and facing fears. So if you've always wanted a certain thing in your life, but you've been too afraid to try, you're going to have opportunity this week to give it a go. You're going to have opportunity this week to recognize, you know what, I can let go of my fear. I can let go of my judgment, my fear of rejection, my fear of failure. I can let go of all of that. But as long as I am dedicated, as long as I am focused, as long as I am devoted to this journey, I know it's going to be okay, because it absolutely will be. Libra, I love this message for you. It looks like you're in for a fabulous week. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Scorpio, hello and welcome. And happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating birthdays in this week. Happy birthday. I do hope it's going to be amazing. Let's get going with your reading, Scorpio, and see what the week ahead has in store for you. So I am shuffling the Tree of Life Oracle. We're looking for a single card that's going to give you the theme for the week ahead. And here we have our card. So Scorpio, the theme for your week ahead is the 21st path on the Kabbalah Tree of Life. And it is the Wheel of Fortune with keywords of fortune, quest, and abundance. And look how gorgeous these colors are. Aren't they just beautiful, beautiful artwork? So Scorpio, I'm going to leave that card right there on the table. I am going to read from the guidebook just to give you the message that this deck creator had. All right, so the 21st path on the tree with keywords of fortune, quest, and abundance. That guidebook says life will have its ups and downs. No matter how much you try to avoid the downs, they will come. But this isn't a card of foretelling bad times ahead, but it's asking what you've learned in past downs that can propel you into ups with more gusto than ever. Finding a lost piece of the puzzle is the very thing that helps you to put your bigger picture together with more confidence, guided by instinct, intuition, or your neighbor's dog barking at 4 in the morning, which causes you to sit up and read a book that holds the very thing that you need for your tough workday ahead. It's all valid, all happenstance, all intentional knowledge seeking. All the down days and even the dwelling in the story of who did what wrong are valid. But here you are, ready to turn things around, ready to let fate move in your favor when you move in your favor. So the Wheel of Fortune reminds you that wealth and abundance are not all financial, although let's face it, finance helps. All things are possible. Wow. So you know what, Scorpio, like honestly, I love that. We understand the wheel, okay? And the wheel turns, let's go in a clockwise motion, the wheel turns. So sometimes we have down and sometimes we have up. And sometimes we have down and sometimes we have up. When we have the downs, it's what we do with that energy that matters. Because you could sit quietly and just keep your mouth shut and get through it, or you could struggle to stop it, which is just going to make the situation even worse. And when you've turned this corner at the bottom here and you start going up again, it's about the lessons that you've learned here that will help you to take advantage of circumstances. So here we do less, here we do more. And that's how the Wheel of Fortune works. All right, that is how the Wheel of Fortune works, is that sometimes we have fortune. It's the quest that brings the abundance. Right, let's shuffle our tarot and see what message it wants to add to our story of Wheel of Fortune, path 21 for Scorpios for the week ahead. Just going to give one more shuffle. There we go. Let's cut the deck. Card number 1, aha, observation. I like it. Oh yes, observation. Oh come on, I'm trying to turn it and it keeps flipping. Observation and exchange. Oh, fabulous, Scorpio, absolutely fabulous. So what is observation? You all know what the word means. To observe is to look, is to see, to notice, to observe, to understand. Because sometimes we can look at a thing and not really have the understanding, in which case it's useless. But sometimes we can look at a thing, we can have that understanding, and therefore we know exactly what we're dealing with, okay? And here we have exchange. And exchange is about this down and up, this yin and yang, this yes and no, this up and down, this in and out, this exchange. Sometimes I give you in exchange for something else. Tarot associations we have is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, if you know your tarot, is the lady sitting at the water edge. She has got a blindfold across her eyes. She's got two huge swords in her hands, but she's got her arms crossed in front of her chest. So she's in a defensive pose without actually knowing what it is that she's defending herself against, because she hasn't observed. She's got a blindfold on. So if only she could remove the blindfold, she could observe the truth of what's happening in front of her and therefore change her reaction and change her behavior. So knowing what you're dealing with is so, so, so important. And I think that's what the Wheel of Fortune is saying, that if you're in a down period, if you're in a period of downward trend, it's about acknowledging that. Instead of fighting against it, just go with the flow. But it's then knowing when you've turned that corner so that you can take advantage. And if you don't observe your life, if you don't observe the things that you're dealing with, how will you know what phase you're in and therefore know how to handle it? Let's look at exchange. Exchange is the Six of Pentacles in Tarot, Six of Pentacles down the bottom here. So exchange is about generosity, it is about the giving, but it's about understanding that everything that we do in life needs to be an equal exchange. If you're giving something and getting less in return, what is the exchange? And it doesn't always have to be monetary. Okay, exchange doesn't, like everything in life, and I think that's exactly what the guidebook said. Actually going to call up the guidebook again, hold a second. 21, this last paragraph here. The Wheel of Fortune reminds you that wealth and abundance are not all financial. Although, let's face it, finance helps, all things are possible. So exchange is saying to you, are you giving too much of your time and energy? Just as an example, all right? On this downward part, you're giving too much of yourself, which means that you are suffering. Instead of waiting for the situation to turn, for the upward trend, and then give so that you receive the equal exchange of what you're giving. So Scorpio, putting this into English, putting this into simple English for you for the week ahead, this is Spirit saying you need to learn how to recognize where you are on the wheel of life, where you are on the wheel of fortune. Are you in a good phase, or are you in a bad phase? Are you in a fortunate phase, in an abundant phase, or is it when you should be quiet? So we need to learn how to observe. You need to learn how to be more aware of where you're at, what you're dealing with, and what it looks like. You also need to be aware of what it is that you're feeding into a situation versus what you are getting from it. So if you are just giving and giving and giving and never getting anything back in return, how is that beneficial? It's not. Everything in life needs to be of an equal exchange, and we're not talking money. If you're giving your time to a person, they may respond by giving you money. They may give you money in equal relation to the amount of time or skill that you're giving them. That's what's being paid for working, is an exchange. But if you're giving too much and receiving too little, that's not fair. That is not fair. And you need to make sure that everything works in divine order, divine time, and that you are very much consciously aware of what it is that you're actively involved in. So Scorpio, love this message for you, especially around your birthday. And I feel like, even if it's not your birthday this week, even if it was your birthday last week, or if it's your birthday next week, around our birthdays, we all do get very much conscious, more consciously aware of who we are as people, what life is all about, and where we're going with our life. So this is definitely a good time to observe and to ask the questions so that you can be more successful around, the things that you're doing in your life. So again, Scorpios, happy birthday. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome, Sag. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes. Let's get into your reading and see what the week ahead has in store for you. So Sag, I'm giving the Tree of Life Oracle a shuffle, hoping it's going to give us a card to reflect your theme for the week ahead. Cutting the deck, taking a card off the top, and let's see, Sag, what is the week ahead for you? And you have got the middle pillar. So the image that we have here is the Kabbalistic tree of life, and all of these little dots all represent stuff. I'm not going to go into that for you, but understand that yours is this middle pillar. Notice the person in the background sitting in a bit of a meditative pose, and they have this huge big disc there, and then it's going right down their chakra system. So the middle pillar is known as the backbone, it is known as balance, and it is known as the middle way. So your week is going to be about balance, about backbone. It's about the backbone or the balance of you. We're going from your base chakra, we're going all the way up to your crown chakra, dealing with all the chakras in between. So I'm going to leave that card there. I'm going to read to you from the guidebook, Sag, to see what is the message that this middle pillar has for you today. Give me a second. There we go, the middle pillar. So the message goes as follows, Sag. It says, from your crown to your feet, it's easy to imagine divine wisdom moving through you and being anchored on earth. Your full potential and inspirational ideas are waiting to be discovered now. Meditation, contemplation, free writing, whatever it takes to get you into that zone is calling. Inspiration is waiting for the equilibrium that allows it to be noticed. You are being asked to feel the power of an idea in your belly. Let it settle. Let it give you its feels to allow your whole being to assess it. You could be out of kilter due to old memories. The middle pillar is stepping in to remind you that they are over and done with. You have an opportunity to manifest something that you want through your direct and powerful will. Fully aware of what it takes, but secure in the knowledge that it will happen. I love that. So from your crown all the way down to your feet, imagine divine wisdom moving through you. You can see that pillar. You can see that energy coming all the way through you. All right? And anchoring you into the earth, going right down. Your full potential and inspiration are waiting to be discovered. I love that. All right. Sag, I think this is quite powerful. This is about you recognizing and understanding your backbone, the backbone of your life. I'm going to shuffle the tarot while we chat. The backbone of your life, the things that truly matter, the things that are truly important, the things that are truly significant for you, putting things, getting your priorities straight, putting things in order, but also understanding truth. That's what I get from all of this. Okay. Tarot is shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck. Card number 1 we have for you is understanding. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I mean, that just speaks volumes, doesn't it? And we have playfulness. Good. You know what? Because, and I mean, Sag, this is just so perfectly you, isn't it? The, you know, Sag as a Sagittarius as a zodiac, we are all about the playfulness, but we're also about the understanding. And sometimes our playfulness just makes people think that we don't have the understanding. But middle pillar, you guys are so grounded, so centered, so balanced, even though people only see one aspect of who you are. So I'm absolutely loving this. Right. Understanding from a tarot point of view is card 21 in the tarot, which is the card of the world. It is the card of coming full circle. It is the card of having done all the work, having achieved all the things, and now having the understanding of how you did it, how successful you were, what it actually means at the base of everything, what it actually means, and also of what you're going to do with it going forward. The tarot association we have over here is the Page of Cups, and Page of Cups is all about the playfulness. Page of Cups is all about the understanding that sometimes in life we can just be silly, because why not? Life doesn't always have to be so serious. Life doesn't always have to be so, you know, perfect and so results driven and so ambitious, that sometimes we can just be silly for the sake of being silly, because it's that knowledge of what, when, who, and how, and being silly sometimes that brings us balance that is so desperately needed, so desperately wanted in life. And just because sometimes we can be serious and sometimes we can be silly doesn't mean that we are not balanced, but it means that, because that's what being human is. We've been put onto this earth, yes, to grow, to gain knowledge, to gain understanding, to gain comprehension, but we've also been put on this earth to have some fun. And I think somewhere along the line, we've missed this. Somewhere along the line, we're also focused on the doing, the accomplishing, the achieving, the understanding, that we've forgotten how to have fun. And in order to be balanced, in order to have that connection to the divine, in order to have that connection to the divine source, we have to have a bit of both. So Sag, this is your week for acknowledging all that you have done, acknowledging all that you are, but also giving yourself permission to have a little bit of fun too. I'm going to leave it right there, because I think that is just such a powerful message, just such a wonderful message, Sag. I'm a little bit jealous that I'm not a Sag and I don't get to have fun this week too. Sag, much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Hello and welcome, Capricorn. Now let's get into your reading and see what the week ahead has in store for you. So let's take the Tree of Life Oracle. Let's give it a shuffle. we're looking for a single card that's going to represent your theme of the week ahead, of what is the important thing that you are going to be focusing on this week. So Capricorn, your theme for the week ahead is the 24th path on the Kabbalah Tree of Life, which is death. So death stands for grief, rebirth, and transformation. It's about letting go of who we used to be and stepping into who we are. Oh, I love that. So I'm going to leave the card there in the middle of the screen. I'm going to just grab the guidebook for path 24 and let's see the message that this deck has for you. Give me a second. All right, so Capricorn, it says to you, the death part is one that gets some bad press, let's be honest, and yet it's one that holds most of the greatest moments that can be experienced. Transformation. What are you transforming? What have you transformed and are now ready to move into the rising phase of emergence? So focus on the rebirth, but don't negate the transformational process by making any attempt to skip past it with fake positivity and the standard I am okay platitude. With this card, the root of your discomfort will be obvious, and you'll be asked to see why it is no longer right for you. Loss is part of every living thing's cycle. You are leaving the past behind you, grateful in the end for the lessons and the illuminations that it has brought you, and you are awakening to a new light, a new depth in a relationship, at work, but ultimately within yourself. It comes from burning away what is no longer needed or wanted. The power in this moment is shifting in your favor, and you're being called to use it with your highest intentions in mind. So Capricorn, that tells you that you're in for a big week. Let's shuffle the tarot while we chat about it. So it is, what I get from that message, it is about recognizing what part of yourself no longer ceases to exist. What part of yourself needs to be put to rest? What aspect of your life is no longer working for you? What aspect of your life is no longer bringing you the sense of joy, the sense of happiness, and the sense of success that you're looking for? And it's about recognizing that we don't have to hold on to that, that we can move forward to opportunities, situations, and circumstances that are better suited to the person you are now. Let's draw from the tarot and see what we've got. So the first card we have is commitment. The second card we have is velocity. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. So what's interesting here, Capricorn, is that this green that we have over there is definitely standing out to me. But this green has got, you know, it's all about the head. Can you see how it's surrounding the boat of the head of the boat, okay, of this dragon creature. I don't know if it's a dragon or a bird. I'm not. It's a phoenix. It's a phoenix. Of course, it's a phoenix. We've got the green here, which is heart space. We've got solar plexus. No, this is sacral. I never always get them mixed up. This is sacral, which is this chakra system just below your belly button, which is where we hold our identity, okay? So it's our feelings and our identity, and this is where the death comes in. It's about, you know, letting go of an emotion that no longer feeds your identity. I love that. Let's look at commitment. What does the word commitment mean? Commitment is something that you are determined to see through. Commitment is something that I'm in it for the long haul, right? I decided 20 years ago that this is who I was going to be, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to let it go. It is the Tarot Association of the Four of Wands, and Four of Wands is the card of marriage and togetherness and that commitment ceremony, okay? It's the act of making the commitment is what the Four of Wands is about. If we look at velocity, so what is the word velocity? It is about power, it is about action, it is about speed, it is about passion, it's about all of those things. And it is also the Eight of Wands. So we've got both of them being the suit of wands. We've got the 4 and the 8. The Eight of Wands is the card of everything's already in motion. Okay, Eight of Wands is the card that says things have already started, things have already triggered, things have already begun, and there's nothing that you can do to change it. You can't change the trajectory of where things are going. So what does this all mean, Capricorn? This is Spirit saying to you, you need to be very conscious of the commitments that you've made that no longer serve you, that are no longer right for you, and to recognize that it's okay to let them go and to move in another direction with speed, with passion, with enthusiasm, with courage, with all of those kind of beautiful words, okay? But it's understanding that when you let go of something, when you let go of a commitment that is no longer serving you, that will automatically push you in a better direction, in a different direction with speed, because it's bringing you back into alignment of who you are, what you're supposed to be, what your life is supposed to be about. Because maybe you've been so stuck holding on to this preconceived notion of who you were that it's actually stopped you from evolving and becoming the person you need to be. So Capricorn, this week, things are going to shift and change quite quickly, and I'm going to tell you to just go with it. Just go with it. Do not resist change this week. Just go with it and know that it's all going to be good. It's in your highest good. All right. Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there for you. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care. Aquarius, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what does this week ahead have in store for you. So Aquarius, let's give the Tree of Life Oracle a shuffle. We're looking for a single card from this deck, which is going to give you the theme for your week ahead. What are you going to be dealing with? What is the overriding energy that you're going to be navigating this week? Right, so Aquarius, here I have your card in hand. Let's see what it is. And you have got the 18th path on the Kabbalah Tree of Life, which is the tarot card for the Chariot. Keywords being determination, discipline, and concentration. Oh, that is very, very interesting. I am going to leave that card on the table there. I want to read from the guidebook what the message is of the 18th path on the Kabbalah Tree of Life, the path of the Chariot. The guidebook says to you, Aquarius, what are you looking for? What is it that drives you forward? What prevents you from reaching your destination? There are things that you need to organize now, things that you need to put right. Perhaps not all the mistakes are yours, but you still feel that it's your role to correct them. So as you put in the hard work, you are seen by those who can help you in the longer term. A career boost could come your way. So who has run ahead and not played with the team? Perhaps you yourself feel as if you don't need to be tethered to the ideas of another person anymore. But can you walk away without causing havoc? Would it be wiser to slow down and to make plans that include everyone? You can remain in the safety of your own shell while changing the place that you find yourself in. Your soul travels in your physical body, so wherever you go, there you are. Create a new world for yourself through discipline, direction, and effort. Wow. I like that. Aquarius, I want to read that last paragraph again, because I think that is just fabulous. It says, you can remain in the safety of your own shell while changing the place that you find yourself in. Your soul travels in your physical body, so wherever you go, there you are. Create a new world for yourself through discipline, direction, and effort. Sure. That is quite fabulous, Aquarius. Let's shuffle some tarot and see what it wants to add to this particular situation. So it is all about recognizing where you are, recognizing where you want to be, and seeing whether they line up, whether they match, and if they don't, about taking action so that you can bring alignment to the situation. Let's see what the tarot wants to add. We have got regulation, of course, yes. Aquarius is all about the regulation. And we have apprehension. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. All right, so Aquarius, we know that we have to be focused. We know that we have to be determined, disciplined, and we know that we have to concentrate on who we are, where we are, and whether that is where we want to be. But we also have to bring some regulation into play. Regulation is about understanding the balance, understanding, and that's exactly what the message of this card said to you, is that, you know, you can't now just suddenly pull out of a thing and move in a different direction, because then you're going to cause collapse and destruction to something unnecessarily. Regulation is about taking the time to realign yourself, to readjust yourself in a way that is going to suit you and suit everybody around you. The tarot card association that we have over here is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is the card of balance. It's the card of, you know, finding your feet when things are turbulent, finding your feet when the energies are a little bit all over the place. It's like standing on one foot and juggling. You have to regulate yourself. You can't rush, because if you rush, you're going to collapse. You're going to create disaster. And if you go too slow, it's going to cause disaster. It's about regulating your pace, your energy, your actions for the greater good, the outcome that you're looking for. The problem that we have here, Aquarius, is this apprehension, okay? Apprehension is fear. It's anxiety. It's the fear of the unknown. It's the anxiety of what could go wrong. Apprehension is the insecurity of a outcome, okay? Feeling insecure, feeling nervous, feeling anxious about the outcome. Tarot card association that we have here is the Nine of Swords. Look at this bright red color that we have. This is connecting to your root chakra, which is your basic human requirements, expectations, desires, and needs, okay? And this is why, because we know that if we make a change, and I know, Aquarius, the change is necessary. We've seen that the change is necessary, but the fear comes in that this change may affect our basic human needs, and it's the fear of this change negatively affecting our basic human needs which is stopping us from doing it. So if we regulate it, if we plan it, if we do it in a balanced format, we have no need to be apprehensive. But this week, you've got to make the decision. There's the determination, there is the discipline, and there is the concentration. So you have to make the decision, you have to be committed to it, you have to continuously work at it while regulating and working on the other aspects of your life, and not allowing the fear, the doubts, and the insecurities to come into play. And if you can do that, Aquarius, you will be immediately moving yourself in a path that takes you closer to where you want to be. But if you don't make these changes, if you don't regulate yourself, this is winning and this will never happen. But this is the week to turn, to change direction, to move yourself in a different direction. All right, Aquarius, interesting week for you. Regulate yourself, move towards the dreams, the goals, the life that you want. Do not allow fear to get in the way. Much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, Aquarius. Pisces, hello and welcome. Let's get into your reading and see what this week ahead has in store for you. So Pisces, giving our Tree of Life Oracle a shuffle. We're looking for a single card that is going to give our theme for the week ahead, the focus for the week ahead. Right, cards are shuffled. I have drawn one. Let's have a look, Pisces. What does the week ahead have in store for you? We have got path 19 on the Tree of Life, which is strength and lust. Keywords being defending the weak, peacekeeping, and sincerity. And look at these yellows and purples and greens. Beautiful, beautiful card. All right, so Pisces, I'm going to leave that on the table. I'm going to read from the guidebook for path 19 to see the message that this card has for you. So Pisces, it says, it is clear that there are conditions in your life that are no longer serving you. To make things better, you must tame the beast within or without. Your personal myths are being confronted. The stories about how nothing will change or how others see you. All of these stories are now ready to be shown the door, and you'll do it through your own strength. A bitter cup is sometimes offered in these circumstances, the first sip being the regrets and the residue of those tales that you've told yourself. but as you drink deeper, it turns into honeyed elixir. You have removed what you find distasteful, pride, self-centeredness, and arrogant behavior, and found what makes life so much sweeter. You may also come to the aid of someone who needs support now, perhaps defending them or lifting them up through encouraging words and actions. Wow. I love that where it says that a bitter cup is sometimes offered in these circumstances. The first sip being the regrets and the residue of those tales that you've told yourself. But as you drink deeper, it turns into a honeyed elixir. You have removed what you find distasteful, being pride, self-centeredness, arrogant behavior, and found what makes life so much sweeter. I love that, Pisces. You know what? Because sometimes we take that one sip, we taste that bitterness, we put it away, we don't touch it again. But it's the perseverance, it's the pushing through that bitterness, it's pushing through that pain and discomfort, if I can call it that, that actually brings you to that sweetness of life. So whatever you're dealing with this week, if it tastes bitter, if it tastes bitter, don't give up, put it away and move on. If it tastes bitter, take another sip and then take another sip. And with each sip, the bitterness will dissipate and you'll get closer and closer to the sweet elixir that you have been looking for. Right, tarot is shuffled. Let's see what we have. We have got alignment, beautiful, love that, Pisces, and movement. Wow, absolutely wow. Absolutely wow. All right, what is alignment? Alignment is when two things are connected to each other in such a way that they benefit each other. That is what the word alignment means. Alignment means knowing where you should be, what path you're on, and being on that path, being where you need to be, being in alignment with who you are, what you are, why you are, and all the reasons. And movement is the method of alignment. You cannot be in alignment if you don't move. You cannot be where you're supposed to be if you don't put yourself there. Love this. I love how these colors are also depicted in this card. So let's look at the tarot associations. Alignment is the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, he's full of enthusiasm, he's full of eagerness, he's full of excitement, he's full of passion and drive and all of those things. But what he's most passionate about is getting himself to the right places where he can do more, where he can be more, where he can learn more, where he can achieve more. We have movement here, which is the Six of Swords. And Six of Swords is the card of a lady sort of climbing into a boat in the middle of the night with all her worldly possessions, with everything that's important to her, and saying, I'm moving on. I'm not staying in this place anymore. I'm moving on to a place that's hopefully going to be better. From a chakra association point of view, alignment comes through with being all, okay? The color that we have here, this white, is the brilliant God color of white, okay? The all senior, the all superior, the all glowing, beautiful, brilliant white. So it's all chakras, okay? Because you've got to have alignment in all your chakras in order to succeed. And that takes strength. That takes defending the weak, peacekeeping and sincerity. You cannot be in alignment with yourself if there's no sincerity. Movement, we have got this brilliant yellow coming through, and look at that yellow shining in through the window. And yellow is our solar plexus chakra. Yellow is where we hold our identity. Solar plexus is where we hold our emotions, is where we hold our feelings, where we hold our drives, our ambitions, our passions, but also where we hold our ego. So it's interesting that the message, did I get it wrong? I'm just looking again in the book. Just wanted to see if I lost. I think I got them confused. I did. So, you know what? When you've done 12 readings, it's difficult not to get them mixed up. So, this is Spirit saying to you that this week you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to face your challenges. You are going to have to defend the weak, and the weak here is you. Like, I really do believe that this is not so much about helping other people. This is about helping yourself, bringing yourself in alignment with who you are, with who you want to be, who you deserve to be. But it's also about getting movement and change moving in your life so that you become the person. But you do have to be strong. You do have to be brave. You do have to be focused and disciplined. And you need to do it all with a healthy dose of sincerity. If you are not sincere about what you're doing and your motivations, it's not going to happen for you. Sincerity is key to bring alignment, to bring movement into your life. So Pisces, I'm going to leave that there for you because I think that is just a fabulous, fabulous message. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.